Okay, so now we know the formatting that it should kind of follow as far as in the standard type of formatting. And you can have some customization built around that formatting as far as the look and feel, but really how it flows should be the same with a CV. And what are some tools we can use to help now create that CV? And there's lots of things you can search on the internet for CV tools or CV templates or whatever. And I'll share a couple things here with you now, but feel free to look around and find something that might work even better for you. Now I've loved Canva. I love Canva for lots of design work. It's free, easy to use. I'm not a graphic designer, but I can do some really great things with Canva, and it makes me feel like a graphic designer. And so Canva is great for a lot of things. It's great for resumes. I did a whole section on Canva with resumes earlier in the course. But if you need to do a CV or a resume is not applicable to you, Canva can be used, but it doesn't have right now a CV template. You can adjust like a resume template, or you can take a blank template and create it right from scratch in Canva, so you can check that out. And maybe the one will be added to Canva. I'm actually quite surprised and shocked that at the time I was creating this, they didn't have one, but I bet by the time you're watching this, hopefully, that they'll have some templates already there in Canva. And again, you can take a resume template and reformat. It's pretty easy because resumes are very similar, and then you can just take that template you like and then just adjust it to be more CV-like, and certainly call it a CV versus a resume. So it gives you that basic building block. Another place you can go that's kind of free, that's kind of good too, is Freepik, FREEPIK.com, freepik.com. And it's a great graphic resource. As they say, graphic resources for everyone. Well, I'm an everyone, so are you. So it's a great graphic resource. And they've got lots of stock photos, vectors, icons, lots of stuff. So if you need just general images and stuff, nice photos and things, it's a great place to find some free photos. But they also, if you type into the search results, just type in CV, and it'll pull up all some templates and things that you can use and download to create a CV. So there's some nice templates on there as far as on Freepik. Plus, just if you ever get in design or stuff, there's some nice imagery out there as well. But that's a great resource as well. Now, other places you can go to is Novo Resume. They should really have a version called Novo CV, by the way, but being in the United States, I think my search always defaults to the United States stuff. But they have templates. They have a whole section around CV, so it's not just resumes. They have a whole section on CVs. Here's some images from some of their CV templates that you can download. You can see there's a functional one, a modern, simple, creative, just little different flavors to the template. You kind of notice how they're all kind of flowing the same way. And that's what CVs do. But you can see how the layout is a little different. Do I have a picture or not a picture? Do I have, like that one they're simple has that little blue line across highlighting some skills versus, some more keywordable type look to it, like you're, creating like something like in a blog or a YouTube thing where you're creating keywords. So it's got some nice, good templates you can use there. Again, with a lot of things you might find with templates, they might give you some free templates, and then they might, have some other templates that they're trying to sell you. These sites need to make some money too. Or you can use them for inspiration as well. So with CV, think about that order. Really think about, from a design aspect, a tool or template you can use. And then when you're doing the design, always keep in the back of your mind, it's not like what might look pretty or great or attractive to you. You want to think about what is effective. What is effective to communicate, my experience and abilities, knowledge, skills, and abilities, KSA, right? What is effective to communicate that to those potential employers who are then going to set up a job interview? And in particular, things like those keywords and searches to get by the applicant tracking system or a machine, past a human being who's going to screen you out too, and they're looking for keywords. And then to that hiring manager who's going to look at those keywords, but also look in greater detail at your CV and decide, is this a person I want to contact and set up an interview with? Because that's the goal of a CV, is not to get you a job hired right off the spot. It's like, oh, what a great CV, I'm going to hire that person. No, the step is to get to a job interview.